Awesome. Welcome to math class. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Today we're going to be talking about the metric system and how to convert within the metric system. So to start off, we're going to watch just a quick video that's pretty entertaining. So just sit back and enjoy.
Yo, there's so many things in this world to measure. You got weight, length, mass, liquid, speed, temperature.
Yo, how are people supposed to measure all this stuff, man?
You got to unify. You know what I'm saying? You got to unify the system.
Yo, they need to calculate and relate. That's what we talking about.
Yo, tell him, Kilometer.
My name is Kilometer and I'm always ready. You can use me to measure the speed of Andretti. In this group, yo, I'm the biggest one. You can use me to measure this planet from the sun. And when you take a trip, you better come equipped. Use a map without me, your plans will just slip. Telling you, G, Kilometer is me. I'm the biggest one here, daddy of the family.
My name is Mita, and you know I'm real cool. In the metric, I'm the basic unit measurement tool. I am the glue that other measures are from, cause I stick to the end of the names, just like gum. And when you see a track with girls running around, when they measure the rate, that's where I'll be found. Cause many things in this world are measured by me, and that includes the depth of the sea.
My name is Decimeter. I'm not used a lot. Leave it on your ruler. I don't have a spot. I'm just like a meter, but divided by 10. I'm a helpful measurement. Well, you got to know that. If there's too many centimeters, there's no need for alarm. Cause you can use me when you're measuring your foot or your arm. I'm 10 centimeters, and you know that's true. But measure down from the leader in the metric crew.
I'm centimeter, everyone knows me. I'm the one in your mouth that you see mostly. I'm 1 decimeter or 10 millimeter. When you're measuring the snow or the rain, there's nothing sweeter. Take a look at your ruler, you can check me out. I'm on the side of millimeter, just in case you should doubt. I'm used by a tailor if the hand and the gloves, and was a tool for the carpenter that built your house.
Now the metric is the way to go. Almost every country in the world is part of the flow. Using metric units is so easy and fun. Put together by the French in 1791. There's many different units that we use today, but the ones that we are show the others the way. Cause you can measure in grams or liters and gallons seconds, or even gigabytes on your computer for protection. There's also 20 levels of all measurements now, and you can measure them all if you just know how. See, there's only one rule, use again and again. These levels are separated by the power of 10.
Awesome. Alright, so there we have our metric system and all the different devices. Now at the very end of the video, it touched upon the fact that the whole world uses this, basically. Well, the whole world except for us. So we're just going to go over the metric system today because we're not so familiar with it. Now, just like to start off by apologizing about our whiteboard. It seems to be misplaced, so we're going to use the mirror today. Anyways, before we get going, I'm going to hand out this to all the students, just kind of what we'll be talking about in class. So, here you go, Hayden. Awesome. Okay, so to help us, there's a phrase we're going to remember, and it's Kyle helps dinosaurs because dinosaurs can't multiply. So I'm going to write that on the board. Okay, so the way we're going to use that is part of the metric staircase that we're going to talk about. So, for each word, we're going to have one stair. So, Kyle helps dinosaurs because dinosaurs can't multiply. So, for each one, so Kyle's going to be there. Helps. Let's put the first letter. Dinosaurs. Because dinosaurs can't multiply. Okay. So, the way that's going to work is this. Well, let's start with the because, or the base. So, base, with the metric system, you can measure volume, you can measure distance, or you can measure weight. Today we're going to focus mostly on distance. But what that is, you have either liters, you have grams, so liters for liquid, grams for weight, or meters for distance. We're going to focus on meters, so that's going to be meters today. Okay? Perfect. Now, the K stands for kilo. Kilo, like I said in the video, is the biggest form of measurement in the metric system. Next, we have the hecto. Okay. Then we have the deca. Then we have our base, which is going to be meter in this situation. Then we have deci. Then we have centa. And then we have milli. Okay, so like I said, since meter is the base, it's going to come at the end of each word. So there's going to be kilometer, hectometer, decameter, just a plain meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. Does anyone have any questions up to this point?
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, if we're going to convert, well, let's just start off by doing a practice problem. Okay? Okay. So, actually, let me do this real quick. Okay. So, if we have 6 meters, we want to find out how many millimeters that's going to equal. Okay. So the way we would do that, there's 2 ways. So let's just put our 6 right here. So we have 6.0. Now, we're starting with our base, which is meters. In order to get down to millimeters, we have to go down 3 stairs. So what we can do is we can just move that decimal 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So 6 meters would equal 6,000 millimeters. I find that way to be easiest. However, the other way that you can look at it is anytime that we're going up the staircase, in order to get from one conversion to the next, you just divide by 10 for every staircase you go up. So we're going to divide by 10 for each staircase we go up. If we want to go down the staircase, we're going to times by 10 for each staircase that we go down. So let's try another problem, practice problem. We'll start with meters again. Let's say that we have 40 meters. And we want that to be converted into kilometers. So, how many kilometers do we have, or how many kilometers equal 40 meters? So we can either divide that by 10, or we can get our 40, put a period, decimal at the end, and we have to go back 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So we'll just move that 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 0 there. Awesome. So that is how many kilometers we have. So we're going to take the next 3 minutes, and I want you to explain to the partner sitting to your right each what we just learned.
Okay, in class today, we learned how to convert using the metric system in a very simple and easy way. We have our steps here, starting with kilo, hecta, deca, and then our base unit, then down to deci, centa, and milli, which makes it very easy to convert whatever conversion, because wherever you're starting, if you go up a step, you multiply it by 10, and if you have to go down a step, then you just divide it by 10. For example, if we were at deci, and we wanted to go down a step to centa, then we would multiply the base number of, or not the base number, but the deci number by 10 to get our conversion unit in centa. And that way you can do any problem. If you need to go up the stairs, then you just divide it instead of multiply it.
Awesome. Very good. Seems like everyone has a pretty good understanding of how to use the conversion side within the metric system. Now, if everyone could pull out a piece of paper and a pencil, we're going to give you a few problems. I'm going to go over them. Excuse me. I'm going to go over them on the board. While you do them, well, man, this is a terrible whiteboard. While you do them on your piece of paper. So, I've written out a few problems. Let me just get to my worksheet. Okay. So, we have, we're going to do 5 problems together. 6 centimeters equals how many millimeters? 4 meters equals how many centimeters? Sorry, if you can't hear me, I'll turn so everyone can hear me. Next, 7 kilometers equals how many meters? Okay, 2 more. It's going to be a little tough. 0.5 centimeters equals how many millimeters? And then we'll get you really thinking. 3.5 meters equals how many centimeters? Okay. So try working on that alone, and then we'll go over them as a class.